Hey, it's Bridgette. Welcome to Free Grasshopper channel. Today we're going to do another card reading. These are inspiring, aren't they? Cards are not a big deal, you guys. You don't have to make it this big spiritual thing. It is just simply a tool to be able to help you connect with your intuition, to hear your own inner wisdom. And it's that simple. You can also use cards to help interpret energy, to help you gain understanding, to use as a journal prompt. There's so many ways you can use card decks, so I really encourage you to do that. I will put in the links below in this description a variety of different types of decks and a little bit about each of them. I try to kind of give what circumstance or situation I would recommend the deck for. So take a look at that in the description below. All right, so today I'm just going to pull a card, one simple card from this deck. It's a beautiful deck. The Sacred Geometry Activations Oracle. Look at that, gorgeous. And all of the cards look like that. Beautiful sacred geometry shapes, just gorgeous. It's like fractals is what it looks like, just really beautiful. And the cards actually look like this. The gorgeous blue. I love blue. Blue is one of the energies and colors that I really very much align with. Connected to that third eye chakra, perhaps? Yes, probably most likely indeed for me, that third eye chakra, the gift of clairvoyance. So let's just pick one card. I actually feel one right away. Again, it's not fancy, you guys. It's just really simple. Just feel your way. There's no wrong way to use your card deck, okay? So I'm going to take a look at the card itself. Oftentimes with card decks, there are images which are providing us with color and symbolism, maybe metaphor. And the colors can connect with spirit guides. They can connect with the chakras or the energy centers of the body. There's a whole different way that you can review or read your card. And then there's also, of course, the words, the power of the words. So I'm going to look at this for just a second and kind of take it in. Okay. I feel like the message for me as a channel on behalf of all of us as a proxy feels like the energy. First, there's a gorgeous green background. So that incredible green field is this flourishing, this assurance that we have prosperity in the very near future. It is just over the hill. It is ripe for the picking as we enter into the springtime of the year. This may be a season right now in your life where it's felt more winter-like, and you are actually going to be entering or have the opportunity to allow yourself to enter into that next phase of growth, which seasonally, if you use the seasons in your alignment, that green is really that lush energy of the springtime. I can feel like the rain and the element of water here. I can feel like nurturing and taking care of and caretaking, tending to. That's what this feels like. So think of an area of your life where you know it needs your attention, or maybe an area of your life where you have the most desire for possibility to just pop open. Maybe you have a big dream or a big project, and so there's that one area of your life you just really want to pop. Maybe it's that. Or maybe it's, on the other hand, an area of your life that you know needs your attention. So this feels like there's opportunity for growth and expansion and some flourishing to come through, all right, with that. So here's the imagery. I'm going to let you take a look at the image. Lots of circles in this one. Not every one of these cards from this Sacred Geometry Activations deck, not every one of these cards has circular patterns. There's some very different energetic shapes that show up, but this is extremely filled with a lot of circles. And to me, that's a lot of, it's almost like these circles, some of them look directly connected and some of them are kind of floating out behind. You see how some of them look really close and in your face? And some of them look behind or in the scenery in the background. These feel like ideas here. I feel like these are ideas. And see, some of these circles, like these turquoise ones here, are just like empty circles or open circles. They're hollowed out because there is opportunity for those at those points for portals, as portals are pass-through points. And there's multiple ones here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of those turquoise, aquamarine colored. Now those turquoise ones feel like an opportunity or doorway or portal. Portal for connection, for creativity to flow through. That purple or that portal of aquamarine or turquoise is also connected to your throat chakra. Finding your voice, allowing the communications to ebb and to flow, to move through you. They may be to you and for you, or they may be moving away from you. The communications or messaging may be coming out from you to help clear some patterns, which is why some of these circles are open and some of them are not. See those little green ones in the back? That green energy connecting into the heart chakra. What is it that your heart desires? What do you really want? Oh, whew, more than anything. What do you really want? That green energy in the background is the supportive energy of Archangel Raphael, healing angel, health, well-being, wellness in finances, wellness in your physical human body, wellness in your mindset, your mental focus, your thought patterning. So much opportunity is here behind you to support you. And those little green circles are very positive. They feel super duper positive. They feel like ideas, lots of ideas that you have behind you. Okay, so let's talk about this big circle. In the center, do you see that big red orange circle that fades into a beautiful yellow? That beautiful yellow is your solar plexus, your spirit chakra, your intuition. Right there at the center core is you and your spirit. Look at that. Around it, it is held and embraced in the sacred space that you are by red and orange. These are indicative of the sacral chakra, orange, and the red root chakra. So this is the lower part of your body, your physical base of your body. So at the base of the tailbone and the sits bones, right up into the womb space and that pelvic area, and then up into that solar plexus, into that belly button region that shines that golden yellow light, that sun chakra energy, right up into the heart, which is what the entire canopy, the blanket behind this is the heart. This tells me you are so super supported in whatever area of your life that came to mind. The area that you're bursting out or you're looking to pop open, you're supported there. The area that you know needs your attention, you're supported there too. You can use those circular turquoise green open circles as portals for the voice, for what is really needed in the places of your life that you thought of that were maybe not tended to as much as you wanted to. Maybe it's because you're resisting. Maybe it's because it's just hard. There's hard stuff, man. And that's okay. Timing is all your own. It's divine. It's coordinated with you and your spirit and the universe, cosmic consciousness, and all of your spirit guides and helpers like Archangel Raphael, who's very dominant in this particular card. I'm also noticing with this, I'm feeling the energy of Archangel Sandalphon, who is stepping in to work with Archangel Raphael for you. Archangel Sandalphon for me has a lot of galactic energy if you're a star seed. If you're looking at the sacred geometry shapes and you're really drawn to sacred geometry shapes, you probably are familiar or connected with star guides or star energy or star seeding energy. Archangel Sandalphon is one of those ambassadors, but not the only. Archangel Sandalphon is also for play. Do not, a reminder to do not take things so seriously. Allow yourself some freedom and flexibility through those turquoise channels of that throat chakra to be a little more creative, to be a little looser with your mind, to be a little more fluid with the way that things are unfolding for you and not trying to control everything or choreographing everything so doggone much. Now you have the number 9 here for my friends who are interested in numerology. Or if you're not, go take a look anyway. Google up the number 9 in numerology and find out what 9 represents. It's the number after infinity. Infinity is 8. And then comes 9. What does that represent to you? It might actually be your birth date or your birth month. 9th month is September. That's autumn. That's the energy of us learning and growing. That's what it feels like to me, learning. It's a learning time, definitely a big teaching and learning, that give and receive energy. All right, the word is allowance, as you saw. Allow, or all. Do you see the energy of all? The word all is right there, all, which means oneness, which means complete. So you don't have to strive for completion. You already are. You're all, because you're connected to everything, even though you're consciously not aware of that, you are. And by virtue of that, the very fact is you are all. Deep? Is that too deep? We're just getting real deep. Okay. Allowance. How about allowance? Allowance. We're not just talking about financial prosperity and abundance. Allowance is permission. It's permission. You get to be free. Allowance comes through your choices and in the thought patterns that you have and the awareness of what you are allowing yourself to receive and perceive. What are you making life mean? What are you making the things that are happening around you mean for you? Big questions here. Allowance would be a great opportunity to journal. Now there's words that come along with this. The frequency of allowance invites us to be open to whatever comes our way. Without judgment. Ooh, that's a big one. That's a big one for me. Judgment, is that a big deal for you guys? Judgment? Are you really, really hard on yourself? A lot? If you're really hard on yourself, super critical, very analytical, very, very evaluative of yourself, always assessing things, concerned about making the right choices, you're probably wrestling with that monster of judgment. It's totally normal. It's not easy, but it's normal. There's nothing wrong with you. I totally relate to that. I've been working with it a lot. Judgment is a shadow aspect that can also be powerful for us. It can give us opportunity to step into that gateway or portal of forgiveness, of compassion, of allowing our empathy to become something that frees us instead of confines us. Judgment confines, and compassion frees, and forgiveness frees. See, flowing energy, right? What are you open to? Okay, all right. Without fear and without resistance. Without judgment, without fear, without resistance. Whatever comes your way, without fear, without judgment, without resistance. Allowing yourself to receive without the need to feeling worthy. That's how this feels. Like, oh, I'm not worthy. Or other people, I've heard this so much during this health crisis time. Other people have it worse than I do. At least I have a job. At least I have my health. At least I have heat and apartment, and I don't have a jerk of a landlord. At least this, at least that. Well, it's okay to be grateful. That's great. Gratitude fills us up, right? But when you say at least I have, you have already made comparison, which is a judgment. You're comparing your situation versus other people's situations, and it's easy to do that when there's like a plague going on. But the truth of the matter is you are completely worthy. So judgment and fear and resistance comes up because it raises that big, bold shadow of, are you worthy enough? Have you really done enough? Are you really all that? Are you? Don't be a taker now. Don't be a taker. Don't be greedy. Don't be selfish. Ooh, that's a sting, isn't it? Don't be selfish. Didn't people tell you that all the time when what they really wanted was your stuff? Or what you have? Anybody that told you don't be selfish are people that are envious, jealous, and compare other people's stuff. They're operating from a wound. They're not bad people necessarily. They're just using a filter of a wound, and they're projecting it onto you, and that's where somebody told you you were selfish. It was their thing, not yours. You never knew that you were until somebody told you you were, and you've not been, actually. You're self-full, not selfish. Okay. That's how I've reframed it, you know. That's how I, Bridgette, have reframed that selfishness. It's called, I'm being soulful. And if you have a problem with that, it's because you have a problem. You have a wound. Don't project that onto me. I'm not going to receive your wound. I choose to receive without judgment, without resistance, and without fear, because I know that I want to amplify the goodness, the health, the wealth, the well-being, the love, the compassion, the inspiration that I have, right? As with you. When we allow the universe to become our partner in this wondrous dance, of existence and expansion. Allow, allowance, all. All right, my friends, this is from the Sacred Geometry Activations Oracle. There's also a guidebook that comes with it. You can go into deeper meaning, journaling, and dig in deeper if you choose to do that. The link will be to this card deck and other card decks that I often will recommend to people, depending upon where you're at and what you're working with or working on. But today we'll start with this one. This is lots. See, look at all the depth of information and knowledge that comes in simply with one card. See, it's easy, you guys. I promise you it's easy. I hope that I've helped to inspire your intuition today, filled you with some hope, given you some stuff to work with, and given you encouragement today. It's your life after all. This is your life, so now you live it. Just live it. Thanks for watching. Before you go, take a moment to subscribe to the Fairy Grasshopper channel. This is one of my 2 YouTube channels that we can connect on. The other YouTube channel is Above Life channel on YouTube, where I share my mediumship specifically as a channel, where I channel afterlife celebrity guests on a weekly basis. And I also host a podcast over there called Sunday Morning Coffee with Bridgette. There are hundreds of videos for you to explore, again, to keep your spirit inspired, give you some hope and encouragement to live your best life. If you're looking for me on social media and want to interact that way, check me out as Bridgette Inspired on Instagram or Bridgette Inspired on Facebook.